Hi everybody. As I was decorating today, I found a little bag that was tied shut and it had some ornaments that I had handmade probably 4 or 5 years ago. Just one-of-a-kind ornaments, and I wanted to show you in case you want to try your hand at them. I only used things I had on hand, and I think I did find some styrofoam balls at the thrift store, and that kind of inspired me for these top three ornaments. The rest I already had little craft supplies that I had picked up at the thrift store: buttons, beads, pins, felt, some Christmas jingle bells, ribbons. All those things I had got at my thrift store. So I just wanted to show you what I made and maybe inspire you to try some. These were all the larger styrofoam balls. You could make it with a medium or a smaller size. But this, I just took Christmas yarn and wrapped it round and round different directions. And I hot glued it, or I didn't hot glue it. I might have hot glued it or just pinned it down on either end. But then I started taking little bows that I had on hand, red, white, and green, and pearl-headed pins, and stuck them through little, I'm not sure what those are, little tiny flat beads or something, sequins maybe, and went all the way around this ball of yarn and stuck them into the styrofoam. And then at the top, I made another bow up there to cover my ribbon that I was going to use to be my hanger. And I used 3 of the pearl-headed pins across the top to hold that hanger down. So they're very lightweight, but it's very, very cute. This next one, I took a styrofoam ball and I took glitter and mixed it with my acrylic paint. And then I painted this ball, and when it was all dry, it came out to this really sparkly, glittery kind of color. And it's kind of a cranberry red, a deep, pretty burgundy red. And then I got some red ribbon and went crisscross all the way around it. And I used pins to hold that in. And then I started just following a pattern, picking up a bead and one of my pearl top pins and sticking it randomly all the way around this. And then again made a little top hanging area here with some white ribbon. And that turned out very pretty. This next one again is a styrofoam ball. This time I decoupaged with Mod Podge tissue paper over it and kind of crunched it in as I was gluing it down. And then when it got all dry, I went over it all the way around 4 different times, so I have 8 sections, and kind of evenly space them of this yarn that has some little puffy spots on it. And then on the top I hot glued some poinsettias, you can see right there, all the way around. And I did it also at the bottom, and I put a gold hanger at the top and then a longer red hanger there. The next one is cut out of a piece of cardboard or cardstock, and it's not very heavy, but the front I glued, I think I used tacky glue with that, or maybe Mod Podge, and I used just some remnant fabric, and on the back I used black felt, and then I poked holes through it, and then I just kind of did a whip stitch all the way around the inner side and the outer side. Now I used a bigger, like a small saucer size or maybe a large mug to give me the outside dimension, and just traced around it and cut there. And then on the inside I used a smaller glass of some sort and made my inner dimension and cut there. And then I just attached some buttons that I had stitched through to make them look like they were just taken off of a sweater or something. And I used a piece of that same thread to be my tie at the top for hanging it. This one I had bought at a thrift store. This was really cute. It was 2 pieces of felt, and it has like batting, quilt batting on the inside. It's just kind of flat feeling, but you could use just regular polyfill or another piece of felt or something else you want to stuff it with. But this one came like it was whip stitched all the way around the side, and then they had took time and crocheted a border all the way around. Well, I didn't want to do that, but I wanted something similar. So I took felt, cut 2 pieces, and again used batting in there and used batting in this one. And then I hot glued my felt pieces down, and then I whip stitched around them, whip stitched around the star. contrasting, you know, like shining from the star. Use blue ribbon up here with blue buttons and yellow thread to sew that on. And use some yarn at the top here, multicolor, to finish out this Christmas tree one. And I think yeah, I did. I stitched the jingle bell on top of that one before I put it together, so it would stay in place, but it still jingles. You can hear it. And that was very cute ornaments. And then the final one, I think I did find this one. The others I just made up in my head, but except for this blue one, it kind of inspired me to do these two. But this, I think I actually saw a YouTube video of how to make it, so you might want to look at that. But it looks like ribbon ornaments that are made to look like the old-fashioned ribbon candy. And it's got beads in between each fold-over section. And it's got thread pulling it through, and then it's got a ribbon tie at the top. And it's just very cute, and it hangs like that. And it looks like the old-timey ribbon candy hanging on your tree. And there you can see how each fold-over part is separated by a bead with thread running through it. So those are some ideas, and I just wanted to share them with you. Like I said, I found that bag. I hadn't thought of it in years, and I wanted to share the decoration ideas in case it's something that you want to try while you're getting your decorating started. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you like, and I appreciate everyone taking the time, especially if you take time to leave me a comment. Thank you so much. Bye.